Jambo, welcome back to Easy Mom Fitness. My name is Warenga. I just wanted to give you an update of my pregnancy and the babies. It's been 1 month since our twins came prematurely at 31 weeks, and I was discharged from the hospital. And the reason why the babies came early, I'll take you back a little bit, like maybe 3 weeks back. I had complained to the doctor that I'm feeling pressure on the cervix, especially when I'm standing, I'm walking. I was just feeling weird, and upon an examination, the doctor discovered that I have a short cervix. So when you are pregnant, the cervix usually grows, kind of becomes longer to protect the baby from the outside world. Then when you near giving birth, it starts to shorten. So mine had already started shortening, and this is why I was experiencing part of the problems that I had complained to her about. So I was put on medication, but safe for the baby, like progesterone, for example, just to try and delay the labor, the preterm labor. And I did that for like a week. Then I had a week and a half or so. Then I had to go back to the hospital because my mucus plug came, and I was still feeling pain, and it was just problematic. I was on bed rest by the whole time. I had already been put on bed rest. So when I went to the hospital the second time to complain about the same thing, I was admitted because the mucus plug came, for those who know what is a mucus plug. And I was being monitored from the hospital like for a week, and I was on medication that is of course safe for the baby. They injected me some medication which I can't remember the names, to try and mature the baby's lungs faster, because at that time maybe I was like maybe 29-30 weeks there. Yeah, so I stayed in the hospital like for a week or a week and a half there. Then I had to go back home, and I was discharged to be on bed rest and just now to wait for the babies. And as soon as I came home, a day later, the labor pains checked in. I was laboring, I was even timing them. I couldn't believe it. I even took a bit of time to go to hospital because I couldn't believe that I was experiencing cramps, and I'm at 31 weeks. Usually, if you are at 36 or 37 weeks with twins, with multiples, it's usually considered better and safer. The baby's lungs will have grown a little bit more, and I even was bleeding at that point. So I had to go to hospital, and it became an emergency CS. So I went direct to the theater. I had already communicated during my normal visits to the doctor, to the gynecologist, that I would want for me to be able to meet the babies immediately they are born, even if it's through a CS. So I opted to just be numb from where they're going to be operating, like from the waist down. And in the theater, as soon as I became numb, then I couldn't breathe. I just lost my consciousness, and I'm told I just developed a couple of complications where they even had to do a CPR, and I ended up in the ICU, by the way. But I'm so happy that I'm here. My babies were born, the boy and the girl, at 1.6 and 1.4, and they were taken to the incubator in the neonatal ICU, and I was in the other ICU, the adult ICU, and I beat that. And the other thing is, the babies were okay at first, but they've developed a bit of issues, especially our boy. We got a boy and a girl. For those who haven't watched the other video, our boy has a couple of issues, and they are both in the ICU, but the girl is doing better. The boy, I don't want to mention everything because it's just making me tear up, especially because we're not allowed to see them. It's been a month, and I've been able to see them maybe three times. I think I've been able to see them 3 times. It's a bit sad. It's very sad for me and for my partner, because you know the hospital will not allow me to see them. They not allow us to see, because they are citing the pandemic. So we just have to trust what they're doing is fine. Yeah, our girl is doing better. She's actually started taking breast milk, yeah, through the tubes. Guys, it's so hard. It's so hard to see your babies, you know, the tubes. Like our boy is even intubated. It's been a month and he's still intubated. It's hard to see your loved one. My babies, I have never thought that I would ever have a patient in ICU. I would ever have my babies in the ICU. It's hard. My friends, some friends and family, they keep asking, how are you? How are the babies? The condition for the boy has been the same since a couple of days after birth, and I usually don't even know what to tell them. It's nice that they're reaching out, they're asking me, how are you doing? How are the babies? But honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Being in Turkey, by the way, in the city that we are in, 99.9 people, they speak Turkish. We're also learning the language. But so even communicating with the doctor, we have to go through someone, and so we have to time when that someone is available, so that they can speak to the doctor, and the doctor can tell them what is happening with our babies. Then he can tell us what is happening with our babies. All this, you're not able to see your baby. You're not able. I'm not able. We're not able. I don't know what to say. I'm thankful to God that I'm alive. You know, I keep reminding myself to count the blessings that I have, you know, home and food, 2 other babies. But at the same time, I'm just trying to be brave. Yeah. Please pray for our babies. I know they're gonna be okay. And this is part of motherhood, you know. Yeah. Babies do come early. I just never thought it would ever happen to me. And look at me, just trying to smile and just to be strong. Yeah, just please pray for us. I'm not okay. I'm just trying to put up a face for you, for me, and just to try and talk about it. But please do pray for us so that our babies can be okay and come home soon. Thank you for watching, and see you later.